Well, we are down to the final number of players here in Division number 1, and I am excited to see how this one turns out. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira, per usual, back better than ever once again. Here we go. I hope you're ready. Sean, he's trying to look ready. I don't know if he is. Are you awake, bud?
God help me. Okay, listen, if I had to listen to what these two were talking about beforehand any longer, thank you, Saved by the Bell. We're a minute late because of God knows why. But man, what a great matchup we have this evening. I cannot wait for it. Couldn't wait for it. Wish it would have started a lot earlier when I got here. But listen, let's talk what matters most here. One of these players is going to be moving on to the top 4 match. One of these players is going to finish 5th, 6th. Okay. But the loser tonight who finishes 5th, 6th wins $600. Great win. 6 times your money. Sounds great. I'm so excited for that person. But the winner plays either Tim Adams or JC Martinez next week with a guaranteed $1,300 if they lose that match. That's a hefty jump there, Will.
That is a certainly big jump, if you ask me. But I mean, just to see these names that we have left in the mix here, and don't forget about our King Seat spot, Danny Baggish, Jules Van
Yep.
Dongen, which is an appetizing one as well. But yeah,
Next
I
Monday.
mean, who knows? We got to crown a champion, and one of these top names here is going to get our top prize. We'll see.
This is the latest we've probably gone in a season where our defending champion has not been featured on stream until this moment. So luckily Mike stayed in long enough for us actually to finally feature him. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to this. 2-time defending champion taking on Porky, who is Porky, and I cannot wait for this matchup. It's going to be wonderful.
Oh, and you'll be able to tell by our interviews, it's classic Steve Hilger, aka Porky. But I'm excited for the interviews as well. Just to give you a little prequel of that one. Well, we'll go ahead and kick it off with him. His little tale of the tape here. Location: Bull Shooter Saloon. Been playing for 31 years. I'm at a 4.89 NPR with a 57.1 win rate. Throwing L style bar lip house darts, 12.5 gram, folks. That's no joke. He does throw those. You can get them for about $10 if they carry them. But that's the darts he prefers. A little bit of mentionables for him. How about 29 9 marks, 55 7 marks, and 3 white horses as well for Mr. Porky. And of course, we just got done seeing him play Jules Van Dongen, and it didn't go his way. Looking for a little redemption here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, tonight he's facing, I wouldn't say it's a more difficult task with it being Mike Maloney, but it is definitely a difficult task and probably an equal task, just for the fact that Mike Maloney's average was 0.01 difference than what Jules was coming into this. Mike has the experience, though. 2-time defending champion who does not want to finish 5th, 6th. Let's head on over to him. He's playing out of the Cantina, Hulk Smash. That's what he's known as, playing for 18 whole years. Is 5.66 NPR with a 57.4% win rate, throwing those next gen Smash Gen 2 18-gram darts. And some more mentionables here: 45 9 marks with 4 white horses, 97 7 marks, 63 5 marks, and 57 games played. The stats that you said for Porky was in 52 games played, so there's a 5-game difference there, but the firepower just seems to be favoring heavily here with Mike Maloney. Do you think Porky can handle it?
I don't know. You said this is I'll just go ahead and back it. It's a near identical task that he had against Jules Van Dongen in this matchup here. It's a tough one. Do I see Steve winning this one? I'm gonna give him that 9 games out of 10. Mike's going to get the game, but you never know if this is going to be that one that Steve can get him. So I'm going to go with that kind of odds here. I think that we all know Steve Hilger's quite the player, but this is a tough task tonight, and he knows it.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, great moments are born from great opportunities, and that's what Steve has himself here tonight. It's what he's earned here tonight. And, man, I can't wait to see what he can accomplish. Of course, those of you that are also going to have on in the background the championship game between UConn and Purdue tonight. I just want you to know that
who cares?
I'm from Indiana, but I'm a Hoosier, so go UConn.
And I'm just going to go with the who cares statement. I'm going to be honest. Not a lot of people are going to be watching that tonight. I think that the women are going to outweigh the men this year by tenfold.
Oh, man, huge. But I'm telling you, more people might be. If we were having the women's championship game on tonight, we might have 0 viewers. But luckily, because it's the men's final, we're going to have plenty of viewers tonight.
Some numbers coming out of that one. I heard 18 point something million people watched that final, which is more than the Iowa LSU game, which they didn't think was going to happen, and sure enough, it did.
By 4 million.
Is it the Caitlin Clark effect, or is it something else? I think it's something else. I'm going to be honest with you. I think women's sports in general is kind of taking a big turn here. We're seeing what's going on in hockey, what's going on in soccer right now with the Kansas City soccer team. I mean,
yep.
Woo.
I mean, in what other world do you have it where you have Caitlin Clark as the underdog in a game, right? So you had that dynamic working as well with South Carolina. Just, man, what a team that team is. What a coach to lose all 5 starters from the year previous, then go undefeated is just absolutely craziness. And here you go. See those bar darts in use. I forget what color last year. There was one color that it was not good for
yellow.
him.
It was yellow.
It was the yellow one. Well,
still,
that one hit the triple. So
he says he still doesn't throw the yellow dart.
Well, he just did there, so he's a liar. But if you never watched before, let's go over the specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. Double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match, which you just saw Mike Maloney win. It makes it almost more important for Steve to, again, not have his throw broken. You saw as soon as that happened last week, it started to stretch out and become a little bit of a runaway. But the loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either team is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PBD player advantage rule that Mike Maloney loves so much. And if we go the distance,
we're going for speed.
Man, just not.
You're welcome.
Going to happen. Players will cork for start in the last leg decider. And again, the loser finishes 5th, 6th, wins $600. The winner will play either Tim Adams or the guy who defeated Mike Maloney on the winner side, JC Martinez. So a little bit of motivation to have a rematch there for the guaranteed $1,300.
This just in. I had to say it, Nick. I'm sorry, but we're going to mention it. 150 people, 150 mentions.
Yep.
Last week for movies, folks. You know how many this guy's seen? 36. 36. You have to wait and see what those 36 were, those movies that you all were throwing out at Nick Teixeira the other day.
You were going to be shocked
together. Yeah, you're going to be
shocked by how many that he had not seen.
There's some absolutely horrendous choices that were not seen from Nick here. I mean, let's be honest. There's some great choices, but there's some horrendous choices as well.
Well, I got to give him a little bit of credit because some of the movies on the list, like I would personally feel FOMO majorly, like by not watching these movies. Like, I just don't know how you don't ever see Step Brothers. It's quoted all the time, everywhere. I would almost feel so anxious about going into any conversation ever without knowing what happens in Step Brothers.
I mean, that's just one of many, folks, that you're going to be shocked to find out. Yeah. Just wait for that drop from Nick. We'll wait for it. But right now, how about this battle between Mike and Steve? This is Division I, baby. This is your top 6.
Love me some Division I in the CSC Challenger Series. Of course, the defending champion, Mike Maloney, 2-time defending champion. So he'll always have that back-to-back moniker. He would be the first person to win 3 times in a row if he does so, but Porky trying to end his season early. And if Mike Maloney goes out of this tournament losing to JC Martinez and Steve Hilger as his 2 losses instead of someone like Danny Baggish or Jules or even Leonard Gates, that's going to be a bit shocking for a lot of folks.
All right, Steve, what you got for us? He's got the point advantage right now. Attack the 18s here.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that. Goes back to points on dart 3. I like the move. Mike starting off with a little bit slow here. 3.63 out the gate. Man, he changed it up right there.
I really wish you wouldn't have said Step Brothers now.
Why?
Because
just all the messages.
You got to call me Nighthawk the rest of the night.
Oh.
It started. It's never going to stop. People are dropping them left and right in the chat, and we love it. Once again, folks, we appreciate you being here. It's another fantastic evening brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. If you haven't dropped a like and a comment, you need to do so because, well, we're giving away a set of darts tonight, 20-gram soft tip darts The Shot
Hey,
AI replica brand. How about that?
Hey, Will, is now a good time to tell you that I think that you're using the wrong microphone? It doesn't sound like you're sure.
It's definitely my sure.
Oh, okay, it might be on Discord.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, good. Never mind. I'm guessing it's just connected differently on Discord.
And the
which is fine.
freak out of the day award goes to the one, the only, the receding Sean Green.
You mean movie star? Boom goes the dynamite there for Steve Hilger. Believe. That's all, folks, for Porky. And never mind. Hulk smashes in one of his own back-to-back 9s. And it's like almost he was like waiting for Steve to do something.
Yeah, and you can see there's big moments already in this first leg here. Both these guys battling it out here. Tell Steve kind of in a spot now. And Mike should have the upper hand to go ahead and take the Bulls for the 1-0 advantage here.
Yeah, he's throwing a 3.67 about halfway through this leg and has changed it around to be well above a 5.06, not well above. 5.06, barely above a 5, but that'll do. All right. 1-0 score line. And of course, we would not be able to bring you this great coverage without A to Z Darts. And all month long, A to Z Darts is featuring the Emerite Dart Series from 180, plus a special raffle once again. Purchase the Dart of the Month and automatically get entered into the raffle to win a set of 180 Magic Matt Mullen darts. Raffle ends May 1st, and the winner gets their choice of soft tip 19 grams or steel tip 23 grams, so good luck. And A to Z Darts is also having an exclusive sale with discounts on all Harrow's Imperial darts with a diamond in there that you won't want to miss. While you're at it, check out the Shot AI launch and see how the world of AI and darts collide. Or browse the Target April drop with the new K-Flex and Standard number 2. I'm going to read a little bit slower now. You can also read their A to Z travel guide blog for the U.S. Darts Masters this summer. That's better. Lastly, guys, near and dear to my heart, it is Autism Awareness Month. Show your support by shopping A to Z's exclusive Autism Awareness dart flights. Just on over to their website for all of your darting needs. And please, please, please definitely do that. I know I throw my Autism Awareness darts flights from A to Z last year still. And boom goes the dynamite, Mike Maloney.
That is his second of the evening, if I'm not mistaken.
It sure is. And don't say steak too loudly, or else Porky's going to get distracted. Cannot tell you how much we appreciate everybody tuning in with us. Like always, you all are the reason why we're able to do this more so than anything else. Hit that like button, hit that share button.
Yeah, Liam dropping it. Mike didn't like the wave. Well, how about we get some waves in the chat? Let's get some virtual wave. Let's start it. Let's start it one into the arena to the other. Some virtual waves.
I love it.
We're gonna
Steve
make it
Diker in there saying I had my autism awareness benefit on Saturday. I do a luck of the draw trips event and had 123 shooters. That's amazing.
Love it.
That's 41 teams, by the way.
That's a massive amount of teams. And how about that? Another 9 mark from Mike Maloney, his second of the leg.
And Porky find himself in trouble early here. Gonna need to fill this up. Not quite gonna do so. Again, it's gonna be difficult to break Mike Maloney's throw.
The difficult thing is you're fighting off that NPR right now. I mean, when you're averaging a 5.66 compared to a 4.89, I mean, that's just you're in for a tough task. Identical to what Jules was giving up. I mean, you have to throw A+ here and hope that Mike throws his B game and you get away with it. And it's going to be a dogfight even with that. I think if that happens, we're going to see a 9-7, 9-8 battle potentially. But right now, I'm thinking that I'm gonna take Mike. Probably 9-3, 9-4. We'll see what happens. I mean, that's just being honest. I hate to say it. I love Porky, but
Oh,
and
Porky doesn't.
speaking of,
Porky's not going to be the type of person to take offense to any of that.
Speaking of, I love Porky. I need to give this a mention because I didn't last week, and that was bad. I need to give Allie, the wife, a big shout out because I just gave Camille and Zyla a shout out last week and just overlooked her. So big shout out to the family there for Porky. How about we give a shout out to Mike Maloney's big family too, because he's got a bundle. He's got a bundle,
and I mean, and the wife. His wife has to be an absolute saint. 3 mini mics walking around with adult mic. She has 4 children.
Uh-oh. That's how that one goes. That's a scary thought, honestly. I don't know how you do it. I'm not sure.
Big darts from Hilger.
ESPN updates are crucial at this point, I guess.
Why?
I don't know, because they just went off, and that's what Nick was laughing at in the background. Apologies,
I don't
everyone.
think so. I didn't hear that at all. I saw Boom Goes the Porkinite, which is, I think, what he laughed at.
That is definitely good as well. I didn't see that one.
18. Oh, gets it taken care of.
He does, but he's still down to points here, so interesting to see what Mike does. Just go ahead and take out the 15s and move on.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Double. Oh, big darts. He's going to give him a chance. He needs 4, and he needs 4. I can't stress the NEEDS enough. Needs this. Huge moment early on.
He steps over to try to find that double. And he gets it.
Big darts from Porky.
What a massive leg for Porky as he takes hold with the 4 mark on the Bulls to steal the leg away from Mike Maloney for the 1-1 score line.
Wow. Wow. We got ourselves a 1-1 score line.
Whoa.
Thank you. Thought you guys appreciate that.
Oh, gosh. The thing is, Nick has definitely seen that one, so he's going to quote it the rest of the evening. So
Please don't.
Oh, my gosh.
What? It sounded like a parrot. 7 mark there for Steve Hilger. 1-1 scoreline. As Hilger got him in leg number 2 to get it back to a 1-1 scoreline.
I cannot.
I can't stand the 2 broken tips in the 19 here on Mike Maloney's board. Back over to Porky.
It definitely is noticeable there.
Very.
And now that you mentioned it, everybody else is in the chat's going to notice it as well.
Liam Mustard says it's that 31 years of experience, and the joke's on Liam because you have to reverse those numbers for his age. So
exactly. He said something earlier, and I wanted to kind of check him. We said you got to be this tall to ride this ride, but he's actually kind of significantly tall already. Yeah. So you just got to be.
Doesn't
this
look like
age
he's 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, you got to be 16 to be in here, son. Age restriction, or more like a.
Or you have to be very nice. One of the two.
Yeah, every once in a while, a verbal bomb restriction. How about a 9?
Well, way to blow that. All right.
Yep, exactly.
Fair enough, Liam. I actually thought that you just had a birthday. I'm pretty sure I said I had birthday to you pretty recently. Mike going to stay there and move the 18s? Stays right there. Big darts from Mike Maloney.
He'll hammer those points and put him up by at least 110 plus. Why wouldn't you put Porky's back against the wall? Because even a 9 mark here isn't enough.
So right now you say with the way that Porky stole that leg number 2 that we're on that 9-8 run instead of the 9-3, 9-4 run, or are you still feeling it's still?
I don't think. I mean, you're still early in this matchup.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that
for sure.
And that was just barely getting over the line by Hilger. Let's be honest there. So I don't know. Oh my gosh. Now I gotta mention it because he just reached out and messaged me. Those are Trevor Boobolt's watching on here, as those are his feet. As he said,
Oh,
you got to pay good monies
Kicking.
for those feet every once in a while.
Kicking
So
in the
get them while you
background.
can, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at that Hulk smash.
Get off his
Smashing
face. He's
another
ugly.
9.
The only thing we
And
need
he's
is
at
his feet.
420 points for Mike Maloney. For no significant reason.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Nick. He's going to break the camera. Oh, God, he's so ugly.
I don't know. That's kind of a better view of Mike anyway. All right, going to the Bulls.
And he's throwing almost a 6 here, as he should be set in stone for a 2-1 advantage. Good look at the bar there, though. I like that, actually. Look for a second, Nick. Yeah, give it to us.
We're watching Porky right now on the live.
I know, but there you go. There's a
full
view. There's a view of the bar,
The cantina. The cantina wine mixer.
Good one.
Which is close enough. And by the way, I need everyone to know that Nick giggled in the background, having no idea what the heck that was.
There's a good look at the bull shooter's side view, and that's just like one little bit of this bar. I think I got a private message or a video from Nick that sent me the full view of bull shooters, and there's a lot of people in other parts of those bars kind of watching on and playing in their leagues and whatnot, but still keeping an eye on Porky.
See the sweet floor there at bull shooters?
Yeah,
boom goes the dynamite Mike Maloney.
The custom floor job there with all the logos of their sponsors and stuff.
Yeah, how cool is that? 9 marks already so far. Leg number 4. There's no way we ever see 51 again, right? Or 53 again, right?
But I don't know. I said over 40 was okay, or a million, and look what happened. Right. And then I don't know, man. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one to beat. But I think in this day and age, you can see anything getting beaten. But I think 53 is going to sit there for a little while.
I would agree with that.
Folks, if you're kind of confused about that, 53 is our record for 9 marks in an evening.
Yeah. I just assumed everyone's watched along, you know?
Yeah, a race to 9 battle, 53 9 marks. That's just impressive. And that was Ram Guevara and Mike Maloney, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, finals last year.
So you do have one of those participants participating in this match, and you could have another one here.
Big 7 again from Mike. Throwing a 7-6-7 against the throw, and I'm telling you, he is on purpose attacking Porky's throw hard. Melanie and they're saying we'll never forget that match with that many 9s. Incredible. Yeah, no, after a while it just he hit another one. He hit another one.
What do you do? You just it's so hard to commentate on that because it's just you can only say how many boom goes the dynamites until you're done with them.
Yeah. Oh, I was done with them. So a patented Mike Maloney double there. And you're just seeing right now, Porky is averaging a 5.0, which is above his average this season in the CSC Challenger Series overall. And he is frustrated with that first 2 darts, which was 4 marks. And that's how much pressure Mike Maloney is putting on him right now. Right away.
Over 1,000 viewers tuning in. We appreciate you joining us, folks. Once again, William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira in the background here. This is your Division I top 6 matchup between Steve Hilger, a.k.a. Porky, and Mike Maloney. Garrett Rakowski kind of in view there.
I don't know what they're doing here.
Uh-oh.
Big arms.
He's arguing with somebody over something. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, you can fully expect these darts not to be his best.
Yeah,
that's interesting because Porky does not.
No, he never really gets.
He's not a confrontational person with anyone.
No, and we're wondering. I mean, we could be mistaken. Somebody could.
It's
just
not
be
against
Mike,
with him,
but
yeah, this is definitely not against Mike or anything like that. Because he was looking at the bar or something.
Yeah,
he's got to shake it off. Shake it off.
Hoo-hoo.
But I mean, you see it here. Is it? I mean, he brought it back with 2 double pulls, but that first start is miles off from the pull for him.
Yeah, Mike to put this one away. 1, 2, 3, throwing a 7 in this one currently. Should equal out to 6.5.
Chump change 6.43. Yeah, I don't think he's watching the game. I don't think he has much stake in Purdue versus UConn, right?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it right here for just a second too. I think.
Yeah, he walked over to the bar.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. But I mean, he is perfectly capable of you can take a quick break or whatever if you need to.
100%.
And you're not forced to go to the board right away.
That's what we're here for.
So if there's something that this is good advice for any player. If there's something that makes you uncomfortable or is putting you off, you're perfectly within your right to stop and wait and figure out that situation, whatever it may be. If there is, something going on, with
looks like
maybe somebody walking by or something, and you need to stop and wait, go ahead and stop and wait.
Andy Douglas saying people here are being jerks as he's trying to shoot right now. So, which that's going to be the only thing that would, in my opinion, set him off any way, shape, or form is that someone is treating someone poorly or something along those lines.
Yeah, and this is all off. I mean, even if we put it in the camera, you're not gonna see anything. It was all off camera stuff. So, and yeah, he just started up the game now, so it will be Steve to throw first.
Yeah, and he's got to settle in here. It's 3-1 score line.
Yep.
These are important legs that he has to win right now. And this is where Liam is correct in saying that his experience playing darts is going to allow him to settle in a little bit better than most.
And you're right. I mean, he's been in this predicament a couple of times, I'm sure. So I guarantee you, he was just doing a smart move, getting the handle, take a deep breath, get yourself back into the mix here. And he started off with, he started off with a point lead and took a shot at the 18s.
Yep. So here we go. It is one of the situations where a lot of people take advantage of or think of the advantage of playing at your home location online as being an advantage, a huge advantage. And to an extent, they're absolutely right. It's much different than playing in person. And that's just something that you're kind of having to deal with. It's a different dynamic, but it can also become a very uncomfortable place to play darts if there are people around and surrounding that are not understanding the situation.
Definitely so. Well, we mentioned Trevor. How about we mentioned Garrett Rakowski? He's back there. Watching on for Steve Hilger. He's usually a good supporter there. They always travel around and support each other and usually partner up for events.
Absolutely. And this is back-to-back weeks that Porky has played one of Garrett's teammates on Winmore.
That is true as well. So maybe Garrett's showing a little dual support here, essentially.
Well, I'm sure he is.
He's going to sway towards Porky, let's be honest.
As he should. And I don't think most people would really disagree with that. They are about as close as you can get with someone else in darts, partnership-wise, without being married to them or,
Porky kind of at a disadvantage here now. What does Mike Maloney do? Does he go ahead and attack the 20s here or point first and then go ahead and attack? No real need to go at these 18s. Yes, he will point and then go for the number. I like the strategy. Put it right on top. No, he went back down. Okay.
I like the move.
Well, you can tell the strategy here. He wants to get this match over and done with. He wants to move on with his business. Get on to this match between either Tim Adams or... Go ahead.
JC Martinez.
There we go. Thank you.
Which would be a rematch of the winner's side between Mike Maloney and JC Martinez, where JC Martinez came out on top 9-6.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of that one, that was your round 3 matchup. Little tail of the tape there if you're interested. Mike Scarborough was his round 1. Luke Pritzel was round 2. JC, and then unfortunate round 4 really didn't happen with Leonard Gates. Don Stewart did come out on top last week over him. And for Steve Hilger, round 1, Chad Neal, Sean Cafflish, round 2, Derek Hinkle, round 3, and then Jules Van Dong in round number 4.
So this is only Porky's 5th match versus Mike's 6th. Well, technically, still his 5th, right?
You said for his rounds? It's technically this is round
6 overall, but
yes, but he didn't really get that match in round number 4, so this is going to be his 5th match.
Okay, so they're both kind of even there.
Yeah. All right, hold your ground here.
It's way too often that Porky is behind in points with the throw, looking at 16s and trying to hit 9 marks on 16s.
Exactly. He's finding himself down and out going into those numbers, and that's not a good position to be in. You don't want to be holding your ground or trying to win legs off the 16s and 15s all night. It's not gonna go your way most of the time. Yeah, you can try to stand your ground and it may go your way for a few legs, but you don't want to be there throughout the evening.
Look at this.
Wow.
How about 3 in the black for Porky? Not bad. Gets the point lead.
Yeah, by 5 points. That's the issue here. This 3 in the black isn't going to be enough. Mike's going to put this away here. Big triple. 2 bulls needed.
You know, he's so good that he even falls into points.
It's like, why not? Just pad this up a little bit more nonchalantly, not on purpose.
You know, like the saying goes, like, you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Well, Mike Maloney hits land when he falls out of a boat in the middle of the water. Like he's going to hit whatever he needs to hit.
Needs the one. Gets the one. Another 6+ in his book for the evening.
It's hard not to just John Madden this up and say that if Mike Maloney keeps up this approach at an average, it's not going to be easy for Porky at all. This could be a relatively quick evening.
You say John Madden? Well, Brett Favre.
That was terrible, John Madden.
I know.
Brett Favre, you gotta really throw it in there.
When you look at the 18s, they're like 20s to the right.
Nope, still bad.
Yeah, Nick, just keep your mic on mute, please.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you switch the buttons. You're the button pusher. Just push the buttons.
Some mentionables for the
and
evening.
Watch some movies in the background.
Yeah. Just put it on play. Don't listen to us, bud. Some mentionables for the evening so far. Steve's only had 1 leg in the 5+ range, where Mike's had all of his legs in the 5+. So tough battle here for Steve, but he can do it. You just got to put your mind to it.
So I know that a couple years ago, Porky got his was a Galaxy sponsored player, so he had his barrels there. I'm curious the difference in his play average wise with the house darts versus his custom barrels. And the only reason why I say that is because a 12.5 gram dart that is pretty cheaply made and pretty flimsy with those types of flights on them, it really is working against him. He's working against himself by using those. right? Like at least Ram, those are his darts with his grip and his flights and all of that quality stuff. I just think to be at this level, no matter how talented Porky is, I'm just seeing a lot of his darts kiss off each other and miss.
It could be the lightweight too. I mean, that's just the nature of it. You look at Ram. Ram really gives it a good thud at the board. He really has a push.
Ram gives it no
board.
time to switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Where Steve's a little bit more relaxed and smooth with it. So maybe you're going to get that more of a ricochet. I don't know. I mean,
just something that I've thought about. Jeremy Burns saying the L-style bar lips are an upgraded house dart, but it's still a house dart. I understand your point, Jeremy, but
what do you know, Jeremy? No, I'm just kidding. No, he's true. They do take good pride into what they do.
Well, for sure, it's
L-style,
100%. But it's still a house dart. It's still their lowest quality dart for a reason.
I don't know. That Sean Green model hasn't came out yet, but when it does, that will be the lowest quality. Let me tell you,
if I get an L-style dart, it will. It won't matter. They just want to sponsor. Put my name on the bar lips. I'll be fine. 7 mark there from Mike Maloney. So I will say this: the one experience that was great about last Wednesday, which why I missed, was obviously I was doing the table read for the movie. The one great thing is that when you read a script, which of course I had done multiple times, it's so much different than hearing the actors actually play those roles. It is going to be such a funny movie, guys. Like we were cracking up the entire table read. One-liners left and right. The characters themselves are fantastic, and even with me in the movie, it's still going to be funny.
Guys, if you got the over on how many times this guy brings up the movie and being a part of the movie, you are still not there yet.
Not close.
Because he's
got dynamite.
He's got 1 million still to go, and he's got 1 million on the plate already.
You're not gonna hear me do that very much.
Well, 7 mark answer from Mike, and
unless I kill it with my scene, then I will hear about a lot.
He continues to throw this standard.
Yep.
I mean, Luke Pritzel was the one that really impressed us with the first 7 legs or 6 or 7 legs that he threw in that matchup. But this isn't quite what Luke did from the standard that Mike's doing right now, but it's pretty hefty, and this will be another 6+ potentially.
Yep, 638 to a 538.
3 in a row for Mike.
Yeah, 538 there with the throw had no shot. I mean, it's honestly, it's impressive. It's so impressive to see the way that he plays the game. That being said, guess what? Mike Maloney's favorite rule is in place. The PBD player advantage rule. So Steve will go first, at least the next 2 legs automatically.
They're just making sure that this isn't a break. Like they haven't played. Like they haven't played this before.
Well, Mike hasn't played this season on the stream, so I get it.
Yeah, but once again, folks,
remind everybody, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you have in this matchup as we're heading to the break, or just let us know who you have in the NCAA championship game. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a Shot AI replica soft tip darts and 20 grams in celebration of the new Shot AI launch, which is pretty awesome giveaway tonight. So leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page to get entered into that one. You won't want to miss that.
King Seat will be played next weekend for those that are wondering. Or next weekend. Next week. My apologies. Next Monday. That'll be Danny Baggish taking on Jules Van Dongen. That'll be a great matchup. Number 1 and number 1 and number 2 in average? Number 1 and number 3 in average, or something like that.
For who?
For Danny and Jules.
Yeah. Number 1, number 3.
That's right. Number 1 and number 3.
Because number 2 is Mike Maloney.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, guys, every time that we add new people to to the roster, to the list. The one constant that's been there is Mike Maloney atop the averages. And a lot of people forget that from time to time.
We also do have the Division 2 King Seat match this Wednesday.
Yeah,
that's going to be a great one.
Oh, my gosh.
Mike Scarborough taking on Tyler Hinsey.
Yep.
Folks, definitely mark that down. Set your reminder. You want to be in the mix, and I hope to be in the mix as well. We'll find out. Womp, womp, womp. Hopefully the internet's working.
Are you going to hand it off to someone else?
No, I'm going to be in Indiana, but I'll be trying to find a Wi-Fi to work off of that's reliable.
Hello.
So we'll figure it out.
It's
Is it me you're looking for?
You can just stay at my house and we can just do it together.
Oh, that would be cool, except I'm flying into Chicago.
Then never mind. That's much further away.
Yeah. Jeez. All right, Steve. Come on, put your fight up here. 16s. Oh, stop it. Stop it, Nick.
5-1 score line here for Mike Maloney. This is the last leg before our break where we get these great interviews from both players. Both these players, some of the best at interviewing. So you're not going to want to miss this. As boom goes the dynamite again for Mike Maloney. Eminem has a lot of 9 marks tonight.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it was great talking to Steve Hilger or Ray Charles.
Gosh. What? Huh?
It's going to be some good interviews. Just wait and find out. It was a good one.
Oh.
You guys were literally both confused on that one? Like, really?
It's nothing to do with anything related to anyone's handicap, everybody.
Oh, my goodness. All righty.
Sorry, I have to say that. Jeez.
Mike Maloney looking for the Bulls to go into the break with a 6-1 advantage. This is the second time we'll see this year or this session?
Yeah, 6-1. It's tough. It's a tough score line, but man, if there's one thing, Porky, you can really hang on, Mike's blown this lead before in the CSC Challenger Series, so we'll see if he can do it again. So we head to our break. 6-1 scoreline smash over Steve Hilger. You're not going to miss what happens after this. I promise you this.
What's up, everyone? This is AKA Porky, Steve Hilger, real name. Playing out of Bullshooter Saloon here in Milwaukee, looking at the Eclipse, and I play for Red's Novelty.
Well, we are over the moon to have Steve Hilger back on our CSC live stream, aka Porky. We're going to get right to the chase because last time we saw you played the Dutch Dragon Jules Van Dongen. Can you talk us through that match from your perspective?
You know, just like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And I felt like I got punched in the face after that break, I'll tell you that.
Tonight, you face off against the back-to-back defending champ of the CSC Challenger Series, Mike Maloney. What will you do to eclipse his game tonight?
You know, I think it's, like Mike always says, it comes down to timing. I know, I got to have the good games when he has bad games, or we both got to have good games at the same time. But he really doesn't believe in the timing thing. That's just me. And, but that's what it's going to take. I just got to bring it to him and make sure I don't slow down after a break and just keep the pressure on him.
And if you beat Maloney tonight, would you say that means you could win it all since it would put you in the top 4?
anything's possible. I definitely feel like I'm capable of winning it all. And, you know, once again, it just comes down to the timing. Am I going to have a good night every Monday, or is it going to be like a bad night one of these Mondays? So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I can win it all. It just depends on that night who's going to be the better shooter.
And anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yes, actually, you know, you guys are lucky I'm still alive, because last time I forgot to give a shout out to my family. So first and foremost, Allie and the girls. There's a little eclipse. It's 2 minutes till full coverage, but give a shout out to the moon there. But yeah, Allie and my girls, Camille and Zyla, they're always cheering me on. I don't know if they're going to come up and watch in person tonight, but we'll see. You know, they're always my biggest supporters. And then my sponsors, of course, always in alphabetical order. I think I remember from last week. So you got Booyah Darts, Bull Shooter Saloon, Monster Clothing, and oh geez, I went backwards, and L Style. So, but I switched it up there, I guess. I don't remember the L's and the M's part of the alphabet.
Well, we're excited to have you back on our show. The full moon might be one thing, but the full eclipse could mean something else entirely, and we're excited to see how that transpires tonight in the dark game. So Porky, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
Ooh, wow, that is nice. Oh, did you say something? I'm sorry.
The new replicant darts is a part of the Shot AI range. Let's do a review of these bad boys while we throw a leg of 501. Dang it, I was gonna say that would have been a great way to start us off with a 180. No maximum for now. Wow, I can just say right away, it's like holding a sculpture in your hand. Quite unique rear grip here where I like to hold. There we go. Got the Shot Flight Deck one-piece system on here. Picked out the white. It's so funny how the 108 checkout keeps coming up because you can take it out in 4 ways. But I personally like the 19, so let's see how we fare. Oh man, it's just like, if you believe, you're gonna hit it.
Hey, this is Mike Maloney, playing out of the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois, and I play for Excel Entertainment.
Well, back-to-back champion Mike Hulk Smash Maloney, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series. How's it feel to be back on our show?
Oh, you guys. Oh, sorry, I was sleeping there. Well, getting my Porky on. It feels good. It's third time's a charm. I was supposed to be on stream twice, picked for the stream, and some unfortunate things happened. Both of those matches that worked out in my favor, but I would much rather be playing those matches, even if it meant I was sitting at home tonight.
This season has contained one of the most shocking things to happen in the CSC since Will Stewart said archives on the live stream, and that is your loss to JC Martinez. Can you talk us through that match?
JC found a heater for a couple weeks there. Hit a really good form, and I unfortunately, whether it be the travel back and forth, the long weekend of, I'm sure everybody who's part of my Facebook knows about the situation, but no excuses. It wasn't my week. One of my bad days at the board, and I just couldn't keep up. He had a gear that I haven't seen from him in a while, and it stuck. I was waiting for him to drop off, and he was in fuego, that's for sure.
Tonight, one of those guys that could be putting a hurting on you is our hungriest competitor of the CSC, and Steve Hilger, aka Porky. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
I'm just hoping that I can stay with the game that I've been producing the majority of the time, and I hope that it's enough to overcome him. Wildly enough, all the years that we have been playing darts together, not one time have we ever played each other in a singles. So someone's going to be 1-0, and I'm hoping that it is me.
Anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
I appreciate it. Welcome back. Like I said, this is the first time this season. I'm getting to show my darting ability on stream. I appreciate everybody, especially people who've been supporting Baggish and I's new venture in Maximum Precision Designs. Booyah with Jeremy Byrne supporting me, Winmar, and EDC. So this will be my first time on stream representing all of them with the new jersey, all the logos going across. So hopefully we come out on top again.
We're excited to see the two-time back-to-back champion make the graces of our live stream once again. And Mike, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
This is Mike Maloney, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series. Smash out.
Special teams, special plays, special players. We get underway once again. 6-1, Mike Maloney over Steve Hilger, who's currently been taking advantage right now of Steve's performance. Let's be honest, he's throwing just well. Just 5 pluses throughout this contest. His best leg being a 6.43. So good stuff overall. What do you have to say, Sean?
Well, hey there, brother.
That was terrible. It's
I was
What's
just
up,
trying to
brother?
say it like normal. Anyway, I will say this. It just hasn't been good enough for Steve. And for Mike, the scary thing is that you said a 6.43 is his highest leg average. We know that there's an extra gear there, right? Like, we know that that's his B plus game. He can still turn it up more, which I'm kind of expecting now after the 9-mark start from him. But we'll see what happens.
We shall see, but right now Mike's putting up quite the performance, as you can see by that scoreboard right now.
I do love
that one.
Back-to-back 9s on the 19s from Mike Maloney. 6 in the bed.
14, I believe he's got 10 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
He's in the double digits. The awkwardness after the silence there is.
Yeah, because I was overwhelmed by what you really said there. I was like, okay, I guess we're going to say that. All right.
Like, you know me. I'm a hit or miss type of guy. Most time I miss, but
Hey, if you're batting 30%, I tell you what, buddy, you can still make the Hall of Fame in the MLB.
Yep.
You're welcome. You had to think about that one for a little bit, didn't you?
No. I just wanted to do weird timing on the answer. Mike Maloney, ladies and gentlemen, goes 9977. And I wonder what the rest of those phone numbers are.
867-5309.
And what you're seeing here is a masterclass on how to start against the throw. I mean, 619s will definitely change any bad start you might end up having.
I'm going to be honest.
Goodness.
I mean, yeah,
Goodness, Mike Maloney.
I don't see Steve catching up from this point. He just knows that Mike's performing, and he's in that threshold of where he's just going to be a little bit untouchable, it seems, in legs, and that's exactly what the kind of performance he's putting on right here. 8.00 going into the Bulls. Currently throwing a 5.88 for the match, and this is just going to push that up a little bit.
Yeah, the only time this has been tied, a 7.59 from Mike Maloney in that leg. Yeah, there's that extra gear.
Yeah, that's impressive right there from Mike. Wow. I was saying that he was at a 5.88 right there.
I don't
See what
know.
he is
I wasn't
now.
listening. And Porky automatically right now, it doesn't matter if he hits a triple 20 on the last start. This was a poor start.
That pulls Mike up to a 6.10.
Well,
Wow.
the motivations that Mike has now, right? Because he's won 2 seasons in a row. His motivations now is when he's on stream to break records, to throw in a lot of nines, to play his best darts. His goal is to get revenge on JC Martinez and then continue to show all of the doubters and everyone that he can still keep up with the best dart players in the USA.
Well, nothing on. I mean, just looking at Mike's kind of push to get here, he had some incredible matches, and
Yep.
I think that he was a little bit upset with his performance versus JC, and JC kind of caught him and put him in a predicament, and he knew he had to do a really good run on the back end here in order to get himself in the finals, and he's trying to do that. And this is one step closer, putting on a really good display here.
And that's always the gross thing about Mike too, right? Is not only is he doing all of this, but he's doing all of this while listening to us do the broadcast, while being in the chat, by I guess responding to people in DMs. Like, well, he's playing another league match on the board next to him, probably. Like, it's insane.
For Mike, that keeps him occupied.
Yeah,
you know, that keeps his mind off the match. And for some people, they have to keep their mind on the match. For some, they can't. They can't do it. Steve Hilger's listening too. That's
why are you saying that?
No,
it's not.
I don't want to be talking down on him here.
No one's talking down. This is not talking down to Porky. This is
just being real at the same time.
Mike has been just putting a masterclass on how to start from behind. This is crazy. Again another 9 mark on the 19s. It's insane.
How crazy is that though? That both these guys are listening in.
I would never recommend that, ladies and gentlemen.
Never. Dumbfounded.
The problem is just the way that Mike's playing right now. A 4 mark, a 2 mark, a 3 mark, those are never going to be good enough. And Porky knows that. And unfortunately, now the pressure's so much there.
Yeah, your minimum. Your minimum
for the environmental
5 mark.
Yeah, and there's back-to-back 9s from Mike Maloney because, yeah, why not? Back up to a 6.8. It's insane. There are very few people in darts, and I'm talking worldwide darts, that have an extra gear that's better than most players' A game. And I would say Mike is one of those players.
Gosh, he's just continues to go off here. Steve's in awkward silence. I'll call them both ugly right to their faces. I'll even say it right now.
But they're not. They're both adorable.
Oh, no. What are you talking about there, Sean?
Concerned. I'm trying to use a masculine definition.
Obviously, you haven't seen Porky eat food.
Well, that part's not adorable, but he's not eating right now. He's one of our more dapper dart players. Let's just be fair.
Hey,
him and Garrett.
You talk about dapper. Look at some old photos of Porky back when he played with the long sleeve polos and the long sleeve dress shirts and ties.
He needs to bring that back.
That did happen, folks. All right,
Mike Maloney.
Once again in the position, 2 bulls needed to put himself 1 leg away, folks. Wow.
5-7-4. All right. It's not over till it's over, right? I'm never saying that. But for Porky, if this is the finishing result, the $600 in a 5th, 6th spot in this field is a darn good finish for anyone.
I would say he's
I mean, he outlasted so many great dart players in this event. And he's not over. He's not done yet. He finally starts the right way with the throw. Boom goes the Wisconsinite. And only a 7 from Maloney.
Porky attacks the 19s early. Figure maybe hang out on the 20s for a minute, or at least take that first shot and then go down. He may be in a spot here.
Charles, to answer your question, I try not to tell my students that I'm associated with Mike Maloney in any way. Don't worry. They don't think of me that negatively. If that's not what you meant by it, then that's better. They just know I'm not cool at school, so they don't ever imagine that I'd be cool outside of school, which I'm not. So that makes perfect sense.
You and cool don't go together. Let's just
they do.
Put it that way.
In a hotel room where I'm sleeping, it sure does.
Yeah. And by the way, you do that ever again, it's gonna be a nightmare problem for you. I am gonna suffocate you in the middle of your sleep.
All right,
do that again.
You know what? We'll just make a deal right now. If you don't wake me up with your snoring, then I will keep the temperature at a reasonable temperature. How about them apples? And I won't have to sleep in my noise-canceling headphones every night. If where I'm sweating, or my ears are sweating because I have to wear headphones because your loudness in bed. So that's why I put it on 60 degrees. So it's for my ears.
Oh, God help me.
I don't know why you continue to try and battle wits back and forth with me. I will always take it further than you. I have way less self-respect for myself than you have for yourself, and that is a weakness for you.
Trust me. I know Josh. He does this all the time.
Oh, it was meant that way.
Next time your nose tickles my earshot, I swear.
You can't try and take it further now. You can't do that. Everybody already knows that one of our beds is for the suitcases. We've already told them that many times.
All right, back to this matchup here. Before I go, just jump off my roof. Here we go.
Hey, Will, don't forget.
What do I know? What should I not
Darts
forget?
is featuring the Emirite Dart series from 180 all month long. Plus a special raffle once again. Purchase the Dart of the Month and automatically get entered into a raffle to win a set of 180 Magic Matte Mullen darts. The raffle ends May 1st, and the winner gets their choice of soft tip 19 grams or steel tip 23 grams. Best of luck. Izzy Darts also has a lot of blogs and a lot of other darts for sale that you don't want to miss out on, so just go there and check it all out.
We're battling here. Steve has the 20s.
The high ground needs to be pounced on immediately.
He's got to hit a triple. He's got to find a triple here. And he doesn't. Mike's going to take his shot at some point in this round, guaranteed.
Probably after the first 2 triples. Or the next triple. Oh, he went there. I mean, it gutsy, but when you're up 8-1, you can do whatever you want.
Big shot to trip 17. Yep. He's trying to find another house to work on. He knows Maloney's going to go ahead and attack this 20 and get rid of it.
Which you should do. That gets rid of the high ground.
Porky's
yeah,
trying to reassure he's got something to work off of here when he comes back, but he may or may not have that opportunity. We'll find out. Chris saying, what's with Porky's new look with the spectacles? Well, that's called old age, Chris.
Yep.
Next will be the tennis balls on the walker. And he'll be set for the old folks home sooner or later. Allie, book him. Book him now.
Oh, she already has.
Just get him away for the weekend. I don't care. It's like a hotel, but they give you all the food you want, Porky.
You know what's funny is Mike's upset right now, and I have a weird feeling it's because he wanted to break the record for average tonight. He's only throwing a 5.0. I don't think it has anything to do with the leg, how the leg's turning out, nothing like that. I think he's just wanting to continue to do special things, and he might still show up and needs a couple more. You see, he gets a little excited there, but it almost wasn't a happiness excitement. It's like about time. Oh, and again, that last start flight's a little bit out.
And look at him go here, closing the door. Big shot for Mike.
Boom goes the dynamite. See how Mike does not care about going for the average.
Yeah, you should go for the win here. Just get the job done with.
Yeah, you don't want to play around with this. There it is, a 5.5 from Mike Maloney in the last leg of this match. It only took 10 legs total for him to dispose of Porky. And, well, sometimes the pig gets roasted at the rib roast and or the pork roast, and it did tonight. Hulk Smash had himself quite the evening on the dartboard.
That he did. I mean, looking at the overall average here, how about a 6.02 for Mike Maloney on the evening? Pretty impressive, if you ask me. That'll do. That will do.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those situations where the floor and the ceiling matched up, but in the wrong way, right? The Mike Maloney's floor was Porky's ceiling tonight, and that's not where he wanted it to be. And that's what Mike Maloney can do. And that's what makes Mike Maloney still scary to be in this tournament.
Yeah,
and he's going to come out for revenge depending on who he plays next week. But if it's Tim Adams, he'll just pretend it's JC Martinez and get revenge on him.
Either way, I'm excited. We've got only 5 competitors left in this field, and one's going to drop here this week. That's a guarantee. So we'll only have 4. So looking forward to how this one plays out in Division number 1 over on the winner's side. Danny Baggish and Jules Van Dongen will compete in that King Seat match next week on Monday. So join us at 8 p.m. Central Time. We've got the King Seat of Division 2 on Wednesday night as Tyler Hinsey, about said we, takes on Mike Scarborough in a fantastic King Seat match.
Just think handsy, and then you'll get it every time.
Oh my gosh, every time. You just got
4.95 NPR, taking on a 4.61 NPR. So it's as if the roles are reverse, and Mike Scarborough is only playing with one hand.
Will may or may not be here, so I'm going to go ahead and set this standard early. There will be 15.5 hand mentions by Sean Green. That'll be the over under, and we're probably going to beat that by 20. So we'll see.
It'll be 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
It depends on the timing.
Nah, way more than that.
And
Folks, I hope you're ready.
How hands on I want to be with it,
Oh, I see you. Are hands off?
Could be hands off. You said it yourself.
Yeah.
Get a little
Gotcha.
handsy here at the end of this. All right. So let's we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Tyler Hensey taking on Mike Scarborough for the king seat of Division 1B of the CSC Challenge Series this season. I can't wait, especially if Will's not here. It's going to be so much more exciting. So, Will, I'm excited to see you this weekend. Cross Border Darts Challenge. Sold out Saturday night. It's going to be a blast, dude.
We're sold out Saturday night.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We are sold out Saturday night. So, guys, make sure to look for that. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, you'll listen to Sean on the mic. You definitely won't be hearing from me on the mic. I'll be doing something else, but looking forward to it nonetheless. Yeah, tune in. And don't forget about Wednesday night, folks, 8 p.m. Central. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Have a great night, guys.
I ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.